Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. Today's video is a very educational video. That doesn't mean previous ones wasn't educational. The previous ones was about my gameplay. Today's gameplay video about Ahmed. He sent me some battles because I said if you are looking for a free coaching, someone to review your battles, you could just leave a comment, reach out to me. And Ahmed did, and he is sending me a team that consists of Skarmory, Dragonair, and a very outdated Pokemon is Swampert. So the first feedback I always give is on the team. Stop using Swampert. Just use Whiscash. Whatever the Swampert does, Whiscash do it better. So you're using like an inferior version of Whiscash. Second thing, Whiscash has a Scald. The Scald is the most broken charge move in the current meta. Whiscash is bulkier. Whiscash has a better matchup into Azu. Yes, Azu wins that, but Whiscash can always Scald and annoy the heck out of the matchup. This team is too simple. Yes, indeed, it's too simple because if it's a Lantern in the lead, you just swap out. Usually, whatever beats Skarmory lose to Dragonair, except with one Pokemon, and that Pokemon is Bastiodon, and that's why we have a Swampert as a hard answer for that. Without further ado, let's just go and watch these battles. We are at 2500 elo. And Ahmed here using a face mask. I believe if you are using a face mask, why there is animation here? When did they add this? Is this a new ad? Look, bro, I wonder why the game is lagging. So the game is lagging because they keep adding stupid visuals to the game. I know they are trying to make it better, okay? But this is causing the game to lag even more. Like, look, the cloud is moving, the trees are shaking. Yeah, we have a Skarmory into an A/. So this is a situation where I always say, you win the one, so you play the one. But usually there is some Mantines or some stuff that are supposed to be Polyrath counters in the back. So we are expecting a flyer in the back. So here, just play the one. Timing doesn't matter here because, you know, there is nothing to worry about for timing. This is supposed to be a good matchup for A/, but his Skarmory is just decent enough to win the one shield scenario here. Ahmed is playing the one, which is actually the way to do it. And we won the one with decent amount of health. Now, this is... Oh my. Okay. So, let's go back. So, you saw an A/ in the lead. That means whatever is in the back is 2 hard counters to Polyrath. What counters Polyrath? Annihilate, Mantine, Fairies. So if you want to, you either stay in or you aggressively swap. And your aggressive swap here is Whiscash if you do have it. If you don't have a Whiscash, just go to Swampert just to avoid getting punched all the way down by, charmed all the way down by one wiggle. This matchup is just horrible because you have to wait and okay. Okay, another feedback I do have here is that we have a non-Shadow Dragonair. Non-Shadow Dragonair bad. If you want to use a non-Shadow Dragon, you have to use Goodra. Goodra at least have Power Whip to hit the Fairies with. I mean, you do have Aqua Tail for that, but like for Azu. Dragonair is OP when it's Shadow. If it's not Shadow, it's bad. What's the difference? The difference for the non-Shadow, but it's Shadow Dragonair, is literally Ice Pokemons. Shadow Dragonair like humiliate Ice Pokemons. Like the Shadow Dragonair matchup into Obama Snow is not fun for Obama Snow. It's also not fun for Dugong in the 2 shield if the Dragonair decided to shield and the Dragonair is like 1 or 2 Dragon Breaths ahead. So I do believe that we are in a bad situation, but we have a Skarmory, so technically we have to like farm as much as possible. We went to the Swampert. This is not the play. I do believe that you still go Skarmory to force the opponent to throw their energy. Now we are in a kind of a bad situation, but I do like the timing here. Timing here was ideal, and we overfarmed a lot, and now they are in Skarm down all the way, Skarm down range. So this is technically better. Opponent brought in the Annihilate. I do believe that you have to go for the EQ because one Hydro doesn't KO. So here we should have committed to the EQ. Yes, they do outpace you there, but as I do say sometimes, you have to commit to your win condition, okay? Don't throw, like you need to get into the habit of committing to your win condition. I hate to say this because now my chat literally will call me out every time I don't commit. So do what I say, don't do what I do. Okay, sometimes we throw matchups, we throw some games for content. But here, you have to commit for the EQ, even if you don't get it. Just get some good habits, okay? This game is just GG. There is no hope at this point. Okay, let's move into the next one. Beat Frostlass as well? Yes, it beats Frostlass. Commitment issue, I'm telling... wow, fantastic. You have to commit to your win con. Okay. Okay. Another comment. You are playing on 20% battery. If you are playing on a red battery, your phone by default like reduce the performance of the CPU to save your battery. So now if you lag, most likely it's a you problem. It's your fault. It's not Niantic's fault. Yes, it's Niantic fault most of the time, but if you are playing on a red battery, that's on you. Usually, if you want to play battles, always I do recommend 100% battery. After every set, reset the app, close and then open again. I play on 5%. Shut up, Smash. This is kind of a neutral gameplay, and okay, for the second game in a row so far, we have an Annihilate issue. We don't have an Annihilate counter. So what's the play? Usually, if you don't have an answer to a Pokemon, just to stay in, let them throw, or I don't know, chip them first and then go to Dragonair. Because the most thing the thing I say the most, if you don't have a straight answer to a Pokemon, you have to tag team it. Split the damage into two different Pokemons. Then maintain the alignment after. Because look at this. Mantine, give us pain for the Pokemons in the back, okay? So Skarmory is technically our only option. Dragonair isn't bad. If it's Shadow, it's not Shadow. And now if they go to Annihilate, Annihilate has a positive matchup into everything here. So you could just stay in, I don't know, shield, get a shield back, then go Dragonair after. There is like many situations you could think of, but you can't beat this toe-to-toe. One, we're not Shadow. Two, if they boost, we're just getting humiliated after. Did they boost? I wasn't looking. Did they boost? Opponent shielded, which means they are committing for the shield farm down. This is more than... I think they should get to the next move. Oh my, they get the boost. Now they get the boost. Now this is a tough situation to be in. Yep, you see? That's what happened. So if they swap in Annihilate, for this reason, you can't insta-swap. What if they boost? Ask yourself this. If they boost, are they going to flip? Yes. Now we have a situation where our Swampert without Sludge will be switched locked into Mantine. And Annihilate is just a beast of a Pokemon. They are able to get to another move, and that Annihilate took down 2 full HP Pokemons. I believe this game is a GG at this point. Because they do get to an aerial ace before us. Maybe if we land this, there is some hope if they have a G-Fisk in the back. There is no word where they have a G-Fisk. This is not one Hydro Cannon range. We still need to throw 2 Hydro Cannons, which means they will chip us enough. And again, commitment issue. Commit to your win con. Get to 2 moves before you throw anything. Can we Mudshot down at this point? I think we have to do 5 then throw. They do have Water Pulse. So yeah, this game is just tough. And we will not even be able to see the third. And that was a GG. Okay, moving into the next game. We have a Skarmory into Galvantula. Horrible lead. You have to swap into whatever you want. I don't know who wins this matchup, but usually if it's a Shadow Dragonair, you can just 2 shield throw it if they swap into you. If you are non-Shadow, I don't know, because the Dragon Breath is just not doing enough damage. Again, if you don't have a Shadow Dragonair, just build an attack-weighted Goodra. I do have a video about Goodra. If you want to counter Lickitung, there is a Dragon Breath breakpoint where your Dragon will do more damage than the Lick, so you eventually will end up winning it. Oh my... So I know if you are non-Shadow, again, if you are a Shadow Dragonair, they wouldn't be able to get to that move. So this is another situation why you need the Shadow. I know I said Shadow Dragonair a lot. I've never recommended the non-Shadow and will never do with the current moveset. Maybe in the future they give it a Breaking Swipe or something, or the Dragon Claw, I don't know. But in the meantime, you can't run this Pokemon. This Pokemon is just bad. And the Swampert is also bad. So here we have a timing issue. They have a Volt Switch Pokemon, which means they do a fast move every 4 turns, aka 2 seconds. So you need to do 3, but if you think that the Volt Switch will KO, you can do 2 Dragon Breaths. Hopefully that doesn't punish us hard. I'm sure we do live a Volt Switch. Okay, we didn't. Yeah, we could have done 2 Dragon Breaths for sure. They threw the move here. I'm expecting this to be a lunge, but 2 lunges KO, so we have to throw in 3. This is a great timing, by the way. So Ahmed knows his timing. Like, there was only 1 incident of a bad timing. They have a Toxie. Toxie is just a bad Pokemon, so I think we have a chance to win this game. Just go Skarmory and don't even throw anything. And I think we just won because the opponent basically had a Ward's team. Like, yeah, opponent found a Ward's team, then a non-Shadow Dragonair and a Swampert, to be honest. They had Galvantula and Toxicroak. I don't know what Toxicroak is supposed to snipe in this team, in this game, because whatever Toxicroak does, Annihilate do it better. Medicham, I thought this Pokemon doesn't even exist anymore. So this matchup is in favor of Skarmory. You just don't shield here. You win the 0, you win the 1, except if they do have Dynamic Punch, which means they will shield. Of course, they did have Dynamic Punch, so now they can just 2 shield through the Skarmory. I do believe they just no shield. Yeah, just no shield and go Skarmory. So it's Swampert. Now we have to over farm as much as we can. Maybe if they don't have an Ice Punch, they do have Ice Punch, so this is very awkward. I don't think we can over farm. Okay, we did farm down. They do have Guzzlord. That was amazing timing. Ahmed has like the timing of a legend player, I swear. His timing is so ideal. Okay, except that one. His timing is so good. So maybe a couple stuff we need to do better. Oh my, Guzzlord. Okay, so if you remember in the Dragonair matchup, look at this. So here, he did 1 Dragon Breath and throw. He could have done 2, okay? So because he did 1 less than he was supposed to, that will punish us later in the game, okay? Just watch. See? This health would have been 1 Dragon Breath, 1 Mud Shot. And see, that's less than a Dragon Breath worth of damage. So if we throw in better timing, Guzzlord would have fainted here. But now they get an extra move because of our poor timing. And they do have a Gligar, which means we would have been in a healthier situation and we would have left the Aerial Ace. And I think we would have CMP'd on the Dig. Now we don't have it. And this Dig is supposed to take out or the Aerial Ace or whatever that thing is. So yeah, that game was definitely winnable 100% with proper timing. This is the first set. Now moving into the next set. So as I always say, timing can get you to legend. So practice your timing. Now we switch to Lantern Double Dragon, which is a team I recommended. I don't think he has a Guzzlord or Shadow Dragonair. So when we see a Shadow Vic, we're gonna see a Wigglytuff. This is not a bad situation. That was a fabulous timing, by the way. That was an amazing timing. This is not bad because technically this is a double dragon in the back, so we have to bait out the fairy, but I kind of prefer baiting out the fairy with Goodra, to be honest. What is happening here? What was that? I don't recommend throwing on CMP. Just over farm because now we don't even have farm. That KO'd. Now we just swap out and hopefully they don't have a Basti. They do have a Basti. Well, we do have Aqua Tail, and I think this is bulkier than Dragonair, which means we will be able to do more damage. The problem is, we're losing so much health. That was amazing timing. Ahmed has probably the best timing in the 2500 ELO. I swear. Like, look at this timing. I can't even do it sometimes. Nice timing against the Basti. Yeah, so far has been amazing. So now what is the play? We need to fast move all the way down. We can't even throw. And we won't have enough health to do that. So this is just a sad gameplay. If the Basti was in the lead, he just simply beat them, but that was like what we called unfortunate alignment. Okay, Wheeler Dealer, Lantern into Skarm, amazing lead. They go to usually, oh my, Dragalge. So something to say here, the moment you saw the Dragalge, you stay in until they throw, you can shield and then go Dragonair, because we don't have a Dragalge answer. And the Dragalge can have an Outrage, so I don't know about calling a bait here. Oh my, that was a gunk shot, so we sacked an entire Pokemon. So this is something like, sometimes you just shield, not because you want to shield a move, because it's too risky to not shield. So you end up shielding because that's a very risky gameplay. Because if you shield there, you just simply win. Just as simple as that. We're getting to this move, but the problem is now they still get to a move on the Lantern, and the Brave Bird should do lots of damage. So if you think of it this way, if you shield, double shield the Goodra into Dragalge, can you farm down? Yes, which means you should win. And we see a combo. Well, I don't think we win, to be honest. But here, we lagged. on a frame drop and the game just threw the charge move on a bad timing, but still doesn't matter. I still think that them, because they have a Dragulge, we should have had a better chance to win the game, but I think we needed to swap earlier. Okay, moving into the next one. Yo, Q time. Lantern into Licky. If you have a breakpoint, so Licky is the reason I run this team with Guzzlord, and I think with this team, the way it is right now, we don't have a Licky answer. So how do I play this? Throw a Thunderbolt, shield the Power Whip, and you can just swap if you land the T-Bolt. I do like this play, because if we end up catching a Power Whip, that's an amazing play. And that was an amazing play, by the way. That was extremely good. This is a Body Slam. It doesn't do that much, so I agree with the no shield here. We could have farmed slightly more. I mean, they ended up shielding, so if they shield, it's always the correct play. Opponent still, like, over farming. I do like throwing here, and that was a CMP. So this is an amazing play, by the way. This is an amazing play. They ended up undercharging, but it doesn't matter because they don't have shields. And when usually they don't have shields, Dragon is just going to end up sweeping. Now we expect... No, I wouldn't swap out, by the way. Yeah, opponent had figured that there is no way they win. Dude, Ahmed's skills is literally scaling up pretty fast. Maybe this one because after he watched the video about the double dragon. No win con. Yeah, opponent got destroyed there. Yeah, okay, Q time. Lantern into Skarmory, amazing lead. So just be patient. I usually try to catch. So we were talking about this. I know I made this mistake. So whenever you see a Skarmory in the lead, 90% of the time they will go to Lantern. And if they do go to Lantern, Gudra is better than Dragonair. That's because Gudra is just slightly bulkier. Oh wait, we have a Shadow Dragonair now. Okay, I see. Yo, Ahmed is cooking now. Ahmed is cooking now. Shadow Dragonair. That's a huge improvement at this point. So usually in this matchup, I do recommend shielding one of these moves because the zero shield scenario is so scuffed. But if they T-Bolt, you can just insta body slam and CMP them. Noticed after 5 games? No, the game before was literally non-shadow. The game before was literally non-shadow. Okay, they shielded and ended up giving us a huge advantage. So now the game is unlosable at this point. Like, I don't care about getting this move. We go Lantern, they bring in Whiscash, and this is where we wish to have Dragonair. Dragonair is actually better here into Whiscash because you just throw Body Slam, and Body Slam is slightly better move than Aqua Tail. So again, if they swap in Lantern, you go Gudra. You don't go Dragonair because you save the Dragonair for the Whiscash in the back. I do like the shield, and we're supposed to live this move here. And the Power Whip is supposed to knock them out. Ahmed has an amazing timing. Like I think just for the timing, he is hitting legend this season. His timing is just phenomenal. Okay, moving into the next one. Let's see. Okay, we have some Q time. Lantern into Dugong. This is the most obnoxious game because if they double shield, this is going to be very uncomfortable, and if they have a Wiggles in the back, we're just going to lose. So I myself don't even have a better way to play. I think, okay, here's the thing. If they swap in Annihilate, this team doesn't have an Ape counter. Stay in, throw a Surf, and then go Shadow Dragonair. Stay in, throw a Surf. If they no shield, go Dragonair, double shield it. That's what I found to be the best situation so far. Because Annihilate just outpaces everything. Since they no shielded, this is actually better for you now. I would shield here, to be honest. I would just shield and maintain alignment. Like, look at this. This is extremely annoying now. But remember, we have a Shadow Dragonair. This is an Ice Punch. Oh, wait. That was a Shadow Ball. Yeah, this game is tough now. Well, they brought in the Dugong again, and we have Energy Lead. So we can just match shields, to be honest. You know what? Even better, we could call a bait. Because this isn't... Okay, never mind. That was a great call. So that was a 3. We could have done one more, I think. We could have done one more there. I don't think you shield at this point. I think you have to stay in. So you have to stay in. You know why? Because Scourge hits this thing with super effective charge move damage. So stay in. If you want to shield it, you could shield it, but stay in. Yes, this is extremely awkward now. Okay, timing is not the best, but it was good enough. I think we have to fully farm down now. Can we even do that? Maybe just a throw. Yeah. That's why I say you have to stay in. Like, they had energy lead. So, something... Why does he have to stay in? Let's go back. So why does he have to stay in? Because this is Scourge has energy lead, which means Scourge will outpace the Dragonet. So there is no point of a late swap. Just to stay in. You could sack it. You could even sack it, get a second shield, and then go to Dragonet after. And then just like no shield. And then the fast move will take care of the rest of the game. You cannot swap out your Dragonet into a Pokemon that has energy. Dragonet has a huge... like can make huge space as long as it's the one on energy lead and up a shield, but not when it's behind energy and same shield scenario. Okay, that was a 2-3 set. To be honest, I like the gameplay way more on the set 2. Timing was ideal, so all I think what Ahmed needs the most, just play a better team. Sometimes that's all you're missing, and be aware more of your matchups. The most important thing I always recommend is that you need to know how to play against the core breakers. So as an example, when they swap in Annihilate, it was always difficult for Ahmed to handle. So that's why I always recommend stick to one team and master it as much as you can. It's for one reason. Everyone knows how to beat Lantern if you are Venusaur, because you just win that. But when you have Lantern into Gligar, that's a tough situation to be in, okay? Especially if your backline, as an example, lose to Gligar. So practicing how do you beat the core breakers is where you start to climb rapidly. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and thank you so much Ahmed for sending me these battles. Good luck with your climb, and hopefully the feedback was good enough, okay? And good luck with your climb, and thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video.